as an outsider looking in, I find a lot of this infighting surrounding Emilia Perez and its star kind of entertaining because it just goes to show this is an industry built off of people who are just looking for victim points and willing to cannibalize each other, even someone that they claim is at like the top echelon of the victim hierarchy. This one, Karla Sofía Gascón, who I think that's how it's pronounced, is a trans woman. So a man who transitioned into a woman and is also not a white person, but is now being attacked because of past comments that he posted on social media. And it's even coming from his co-star, Zoe Saldana, basically responded to these recently unearthed posts and saying like, what is it quote here? It makes me really sad because I don't support it. I mean, to me, it's just entertaining watching all this woke on woke fighting right here. I mean, for the most part, I say just let them fight. But now the actor decided to make a post on his own Instagram page where basically trying to apologize for past remarks. But no matter how much you apologize for a lot of these people, it's really just not enough. Whenever you cross some line, you're basically just removed entirely from polite society, or at least that's what they're trying to do. And I think he's basically figuring this out right now. Emilia Pérez star Karla Sofía Gascón says, "I'm not a racist amid backlash over offensive tweets. I have been judged and condemned without trial." And yes, that's what people like you have been promoting for a long time now. You're just upset because you're now on the other side of it. Emilia Pérez stars Karla Sofía Gascón took to Instagram early Saturday morning to write a lengthy response after a series of controversial social media posts on X. To me, it's kind of annoying when people use Instagram for blogging or whatever. It should just be for photos, but they just post some innocuous photo and then have a blog following in. It's like, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, but I just think it's kind of annoying. Accompanied by an image of what is it? Nichiren Buddhist symbol. Actually, if you're being accused of being a Nazi and other things like that, you probably don't want to post certain Buddhist symbols, but I know that's not what has happened here. As with Emilia Pérez, we can all do better. Me too. Gaston wrote, "They already won. The first thing I'd like to do is ask for the most sincere forgiveness from those who feel bad about the way I've expressed myself at any age of my life." Okay. There's a lot of stuff that I've said in the past that I wouldn't say now. Am I going to apologize for anything I've said or done in the past? Well, no. I mean, no, this isn't to say don't apologize if you sincerely feel remorse. If you've done something bad or wronged someone that you care about, then apologize for them or apologize to them. But a lot of this doesn't seem like it's someone apologizing because of a sincere regret. Maybe he wouldn't post these sort of things now, and I'll get more on that in a moment because I don't think what he said was really that egregious or anything like that. But I think this is just someone saying like, okay, I messed up. Let me back into the group. And I don't really know if it'll actually work out. I have many things to learn in this world. The forms in which I learn are my biggest effect. Life has taught me something I never wanted to learn. It's clear to me that no matter how much my message is my message, without using the proper words, the message can convert into another. Variety has independently translated the post. This seems like it's a mistranslation or it's just someone kind of rambling about. She continued, it says, she here, "I have gone from living a normal life to a life on the top of my profession in just 6 months. Now my responsibility is very great because my voice not only belongs to me, but to many people who feel represented and hopeful by or with me." Okay, relax. I mean, you're just a pretender. You play dress up and read stuff that other people wrote for you in front of a camera, and then you're given a lot of money for that. I mean, it's just purely for entertainment. Don't make it seem as if like you're changing the world or doing anything truly meaningful with your life. It's just for spectacle. Okay. Gascon wrote that in recent years, she had relied heavily on Nichiren Buddhism as a guiding principle in her life and believes it has changed her and those who surround me for the better. She admitted that she's not the same person she was a decade ago. I think most of us are probably different than how we were a decade ago. Due to the large religious shift, adding, "Although I have not committed any crimes, I was not perfect either. I'm not even perfect now. I just try to learn and be a better person every day. So just kind of goes on like that. Anything else? Okay, this looks like it's the end of the post. Like the article says, it was kind of a lengthy Instagram response. They have created posts as if it were me insulting even my colleagues. She added, things that I wrote to glorify as if they were criticisms, jokes as if they were reality, words that without the background only seem like hate. Everything as long as I don't win anything and I sink. Is that really the end of it? Okay, no, this is the end. Gascon closed with a quote from her mother, who told her, I care very little whether you win anything. I just care about you being okay and that no one will harm you. Gaston then shared her response. Mother, this life has put me here to send a message of hope and love to this world. I will do it. I mean, just basically saying, please let me back in. I know I messed up and I'm out of the cult, but I apologize for that. So can I come back or whatever? And that's the thing. Like, I think he'll probably be given some forgiveness because, like I already said, pretty much is at the top of the victim hierarchy. So you'll have to do the humiliation ritual and plead for forgiveness. But I think the safe face Hollywood will eventually accept them. But as I was saying before, I don't think the remarks were really that bad. For people who don't know, this article from the Hollywood Reporter has the posts in question, and just listen to them and see if they really are that egregious. Let me get this straight. A guy tries to pass off a counterfeit bill after consuming methamphetamine. An idiot policeman arrives and goes too far in arresting him, killing him, ruining the lives of his family and his colleagues, and turning the guy with the bill into a martyr hero. Talking about George Floyd right there. And to me, that's just a pretty middle of the road answer. But a lot of people don't want to disrespect St. George Floyd, peace be among his name. I truly believe that very few people ever cared about George Floyd, a drug addict and a hustler, but his death has served to highlight once again that there are those who still consider black people to be monkeys without rights and those who consider the police to be murderers, all wrong. Basically saying people who hold those views are all wrong because that's not how things really work out. And to me, it's like, yes, that's a pretty reasonable response to the whole thing going on. Sorry, is it just my impression, or are there more and more Muslims in Spain? Every time I go to pick up my daughter from school, there are more women with their hair covered and their skirts down to their heels. Maybe next year, instead of English, we'll have to teach Arabic. So, again, talking about what's going on in his country. Until we ban religions that go against European values and violate human rights, such as Islam, under the protection of freedom of worship, we will not end part of the huge problem we face. Just think about this for a second, too. Just imagine if the statement was, until we ban religions that go against European values and violate human rights, such as Christianity. If that was the post, do you think there would be this same backlash? No, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people in Hollywood who would probably be praising this and saying like, yeah, that we agree with that 100%. There's actually a lot of media out there right now and produced by Hollywood that pushes the same type of agenda, but because he dared to criticize Islam, well then suddenly, I mean, and also just keep in mind, Islam is, as a religion, is one that wouldn't approve of his lifestyle. So, I mean, if you're going to criticize any group, I can understand him criticizing Islam, but no, that's just outside of the question right now. And the thing with Hollywood is Islam and their teachings wouldn't actually abide by what a lot of the stuff Hollywood tries to push, but they see them as a lesser form of life, so to speak, or as in like they're a group that needs to be protected because I don't know, they're just so delicate or something like that. Basically, they treat other groups like this. Anytime that they try to coddle, it's the soft bigotry of low expectations on their part. So they think Islam needs to be coddled because, oh, they're so marginalized and other things like that. So you can't dare criticize them. Otherwise, you're a bad person. More and more of the Oscars are looking like a ceremony. Oh, yeah, this is the one I really enjoyed. So this is another post which saw the Best Picture prize go into Nomadland. That was in 2021. And does anyone actually remember that? No, because the Oscars isn't trying to make stuff or award movies that people actually care about, similar to Emilia Pérez. More and more, the Oscars are looking like a ceremony for independent and protest films. I love that he's saying this about another movie in the past. I don't know if I was watching an Afro-Korean festival, a Black Lives Matter demonstration, or the AM. Apart from that, an ugly, ugly gala. Vanity Fair writer Chris Murphy weighed in by commenting on Gascon's post about Floyd. You can't make this stuff up. For the love of God, do not give this woman an Oscar. As someone in a marginalized community, I know this suffering all too well, and I am deeply sorry for those that I've caused pain. Okay, so this was an initial response to a lot of this blowback, but again, I don't think those statements are really that bad. I think they're pretty sensible, or at least a lot of stuff is things that people can agree with, or at least it's something that you shouldn't be forced to apologize and flog yourself publicly for making, but that's just Hollywood. And like I said, I don't think there's really going to be a whole lot of pushback. I think even like the voting for Oscars is already done at this point. So yeah, I don't think this will actually play an effect on whether or not he wins the award, but I think it would be kind of funny if he does win Best Actress, taking the prize away from an actual woman. And then it's going to be one of those situations where basically no one in the industry will be happy about it, because a lot of people who don't like the focus on identity politics in movies aren't going to be happy with that. And then a lot of people within the industry on the other side of the aisle are not going to be happy because he made these remarks and now is winning an Oscar. So like I said at the start of this, I think this is all just a very funny situation. That's kind of why I wanted to talk about it. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you think those statements were so egregious that you should be forced to apologize, or do you actually agree with them for the most part? Let me know in the comment section. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest entertainment news. And don't forget to click that like button and share this video out there, because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.